Tamar not lying about Tawanda stealing money from her to the point where her credit card bills are going up. In fact, Tamar telling the truth so much that Tawanda had to say that Tamar slept with Toni's ex, which, mind you, how good of a sister can you be for you to know this information and not tell it until someone makes you mad? Like, you didn't tell Toni about Tamar sleeping with her ex until Tamar calls you out for being a thief, which you've been a thief before, so Tamar telling this wouldn't be that too far off.
Okay, listen up. The Braxtons are back on WeTV, and the drama this season is absolutely wild. Things between the sisters have gone from tense to downright explosive. In the latest episode that just aired, Tawanda went off and accused Tamar of sleeping with Toni's boyfriend, but it didn't stop there. Tamar fired right back saying Tawanda stole her credit cards and hooked up with Toni's man too.
I know where you live.
Well, of course you don't come. So exactly. My thing, so I know where you live because I put down your down payment.
Beautiful.
And you've been stealing from me for the past couple years on my credit cards. And help
but
me.
What you steal?
I don't steal anything.
You don't? You stole men.
Who's the man that I stole?
Tony's. You slept with them.
Oh,
a few times.
Oh, what man?
Do not get the link. Oh,
bitch. Dirty low down ass bitch.
Oh, you're such a liar. Such a liar.
Man, he said he Tawanda.
You know that's a lie.
I swear
you know that's a lie.
I swear.
Which father you
I swear. Your man for? You think
don't you?
What in the world is going on here? If you've been following the family, you know this comeback was supposed to be about healing after losing their sister Tracy Braxton back in 2022. That loss really hit them hard. But instead of pulling them closer, it feels like every episode is tearing them further apart. The new season just dropped in October, featuring Toni, Tawanda, Trina, and Tamar, along with their mom, Miss Evelyn. And let me tell you that the tension in that house is thicker than ever. There's a clip from the new season that's been spreading like wildfire online, and it's jaw-dropping. All the sisters are sitting at a fancy table, trying to have what looks like a calm family moment, but within minutes, it turns into pure chaos. Voices are raised, accusations fly, and suddenly Tawanda drops the bomb. She straight up says Tamar slept with Toni's boyfriend. The room froze. You could literally feel the shock through the screen. But then Tamar clapped back hard. She reminded everyone that she was the one who helped Tawanda financially, saying she even put down a payment on Tawanda's house. She didn't just defend herself, she ate with that comeback. You could see everyone at the table trying to stay out of it, but it was too late. The damage was done. This season might be their most explosive one yet. After Tawanda threw that shocking accusation about Tamar sleeping with Toni's man, Tamar didn't hold back for a second. She snapped right back. She fired off and said Tawanda had been stealing money from her credit cards. Then she flipped the whole thing around, saying it was actually Tawanda who had been with Toni's boyfriend and that the man himself told Tamar all about it. The moment she said that, jaws dropped all around the table. The room went from loud to silent in a split second. You could practically hear the tension crackling in the air. Tamar even hit Tawanda with that unforgettable line. "Do I know where you live?" "Well, of course you don't. Come on now." That was cold. You could tell she was done being nice and ready to air it all out. Now, the real question on everyone's mind, who is this mysterious boyfriend caught in the middle of all this? Who's the man that allegedly had something going on with both Tamar and Tawanda? Social media has been in full detective mode trying to figure it out, but so far, nobody's been able to confirm who he is. Fans have been combing through old photos, old episodes, and even Toni's past appearances to guess the guy's identity. Some say he's someone Toni dated off camera. Others claim it was a producer she was rumored to be close with. Either way, this man clearly caused major damage inside the family. What really made things worse was when Tamar accused Tawanda of taking money from her credit cards, and Tawanda didn't even deny it. She just sat there quiet, and that silence said a whole lot more than words ever could. In my opinion, that moment told you everything you needed to know. If someone accused me of stealing, I'd be defending myself right away, but Tawanda's calm reaction had people side-eyeing her like, wait, is this true? And get this, there are old stories floating around that this isn't even the first time Tawanda's been accused of taking things from her own family. Allegedly, she's had similar issues before, even involving their mom, Miss Evelyn. That's wild. It makes you wonder if these new accusations have deeper roots in years of family drama. Still, some fans believe Tawanda might be telling the truth about Tamar's connection to Toni's ex. The Braxtons have such a long and messy history that it's hard to know who's being real and who's just clapping back out of anger. At this point, it feels like every episode is dragging up old wounds the sisters never fully healed from. And this time, those wounds are bleeding all over national TV. If you've been watching the Braxtons since day one, then you already know Tamar and Tawanda have never been on the best of terms. Their relationship has always been rocky, and even back during the Braxton family values days, which ran for 7 whole seasons, these two were constantly clashing. Every time they tried to come together, something would go left. The tension between them wasn't new. It's been simmering for years. Back then, Tawanda was actually working as Toni's assistant, helping her manage her schedule, her business, and basically keeping her career running smoothly. But behind the scenes, people were whispering that Tawanda felt overlooked, like she was putting in work but never getting the spotlight that Toni and Tamar got. And honestly, it kind of makes sense. Tamar became the breakout star of the family thanks to her big personality, sharp comebacks, and all that on-screen energy that had fans glued to their TVs. She turned her reality TV fame into her own brand, landing talk shows, music deals, and fashion gigs. Meanwhile, Tawanda stayed in the background, and that difference definitely created some tension. Now, after the heartbreaking loss of their sister Tracy in 2022, the family tried to heal by going to therapy during season 1 of the reboot. Everyone hoped it would help them move forward, but even that got messy. Tamar opened up about how Tawanda barely speaks to her outside of filming, claiming she only responds to her texts when the cameras are rolling. That comment stung. You could tell Tamar really felt like their connection wasn't genuine anymore. Tawanda, on the other hand, said she's not being distant. She's just trying to focus on her own household, her kids, and her peace of mind. She told the cameras that she's over the drama and wants to live a calm, stable life. But let's be real, every time they say they're choosing peace, it somehow turns into another argument. Season 2 was supposed to be a fresh start. Lighter, happier, more family-focused. They were even planning Tawanda's upcoming wedding to her longtime boyfriend, Sean Hall, and fans were excited to finally see some love and celebration on screen. But instead, it looks like the season turned into another emotional battlefield, especially after drama started brewing about their niece. What was meant to be a season of joy and healing has now spiraled into more tension, old wounds, and secrets spilling out faster than ever before. When Ashley showed up on Tamar's podcast and started dropping serious allegations about Trina and her late ex-husband Gabe, everything exploded. That interview shook the entire Braxton fan base, and honestly, the show hasn't been the same since. The things Ashley said were heavy, and the way she said them made it clear she wasn't holding anything back. You could tell Tamar was caught off guard, but at the same time, she let Ashley speak her truth, and that alone caused waves in the family. Now, for those who might not remember, Trina's ex-husband Gabe sadly passed away some time ago, so when Ashley brought up old stories involving him, it struck a nerve. Trina was visibly upset, and the family didn't take it lightly. It's one thing to argue about money or shade thrown on social media, but bringing up someone who's no longer here, that's a whole different level of messy. You could see the pain written all over Trina's face, and even Toni looked uncomfortable watching it all unfold. After that podcast episode aired, fans started taking sides online. Some defending Tamar for giving Ashley a platform, others saying she crossed the line and disrespected her sister's pain. And to make things worse, it reignited old wounds between all the Braxton sisters. Suddenly, everyone's questioning who's really loyal to who's secretly jealous, and who's just tired of pretending everything's fine. It's turned into a full-blown emotional storm. But let's get back to the question everyone's dying to know. Who actually slept with Toni's boyfriend? Because let's be real, it's gotta be one of them. Tamar or Tawanda, allegedly. The mystery is eating fans alive, and the internet's been going wild trying to piece it together. Could it all be just rumors? Or did one of the sisters really cross that line? This season has turned into pure chaos, and the Braxton family drama has officially hit a whole new level.